Let's get right to it. You're here because you want to know how to make her regret losing you. Perhaps she's pulled away, acting distant, or maybe it just feels like you're invisible. Whatever the situation, you're left wondering, how do I make her realize what she's lost? I get it. It stings when someone you care about takes you for granted, when they fail to appreciate your worth or simply walk away as if you didn't matter. It's not just rejection, it's the feeling that your value has been dismissed. It hurts your confidence and self-esteem. But here's the truth, it's not about her, it's about you. The secret to making her regret losing you isn't about playing games or begging for attention. It's about becoming someone she can't replace, not just in her life, but in her thoughts. A person so sure of their own worth that losing you feels like a massive mistake. Step 1. Stop chasing. Start living your value. First and foremost, stop chasing her. It's easy to get trapped in the cycle of constantly seeking her attention or approval, especially when she seems distant or detached. But here's the truth. If you're always the one chasing, it becomes a never-ending cycle of disappointment. It's like trying to fill a leaky bucket. No matter how much effort you put in, it will never be enough. So, what's the solution? It's simple yet challenging. Stop chasing her and start valuing yourself. This shift requires you to redefine how you see yourself. When you continually pour your energy into someone who doesn't recognize or appreciate your worth, you deplete your own sense of self. By stepping back, you reclaim that energy and begin redirecting it toward your own growth. Focus on your passions, your hobbies, your health, and your happiness. The beauty of this is that when you stop seeking validation from others, people start noticing your absence. They begin to miss the attention they once took for granted. But here's the catch. This isn't about getting her to regret losing you. It's about rediscovering your confidence, your value, and your self-respect. When you stop chasing, you become the best version of yourself, and that transformation is magnetic. It's something no one can ignore. Step 2. Create a life that outshines the past. Now, let's talk about crafting a life so fulfilling, so full of purpose, that it outshines everything that came before. This isn't about making grand gestures to get her back. It's about living a life that's extraordinary in its own right, one that attracts people naturally because of the energy you put into it. Take a moment to evaluate your life. Are you thriving in your career, health, and relationships, or are you merely coasting through? If you've been going through the motions, it's time to level up. Hit the gym, improve your diet, learn new skills, and pursue what excites you. Surround yourself with people who lift you up and challenge you to be better. By doing this, you're not just trying to make her regret losing you, you're doing it for yourself. When you invest in your own growth, you start to radiate an energy that others can't help but be drawn to. This isn't about desperation or manipulation. It's about becoming someone who lives with intention, purpose, and fulfillment. And that's the kind of person people are naturally drawn to. Step 3. The power of letting go. This step is one of the toughest, but it's the most crucial for your growth. Let go. Let go of the past, the what-ifs, and the constant overthinking. You may have replayed every conversation, wondered where things went wrong, or obsessed over what you could have done differently. But here's the truth. Dwelling on the past only keeps you stuck in a cycle of regret and resentment. The longer you hold on to what's been lost, the longer you delay the personal transformation that's waiting for you. There's a powerful lesson from Viktor Frankl in Man's Search for Meaning that can change your perspective. True meaning and growth come not from clinging to past losses, but from redirecting your focus toward the future. When you stop obsessing over whether she regrets losing you, you free yourself up to focus on what truly matters, your future. You begin to make space for new goals, new passions, and new relationships that will bring real fulfillment. Letting go isn't about giving up. It's about regaining your power and realizing you deserve more than being someone's afterthought. And when you do let go, you might find that she starts to notice, but by that time, it won't matter to you. You'll have found something more valuable: peace, purpose, and self-worth. Step 4. Become irreplaceable. Let's dive into the concept of becoming irreplaceable. This is not about being flashy or trying to impress with material possessions. Becoming irreplaceable is about living with integrity, purpose, and self-respect. Ask yourself, what kind of man do you want to be? The kind who constantly seeks validation, or the kind who stands firmly in his own value and doesn't need anyone's approval to feel complete? When you embrace your worth and live by your own standards, you naturally start to become the person who can't be replaced. This process begins with a commitment to self-improvement, whether that's learning new things, keeping your body in shape, or nurturing your emotional intelligence. Confidence doesn't come from arrogance, it comes from being comfortable in your own skin. A man who is emotionally secure and driven by his own goals is a man who attracts admiration. His actions speak louder than his words, and that is the energy that makes you magnetic. And here's the secret. The more you focus on becoming irreplaceable, the more others will see you as someone worth holding on to. Step 5. Embrace the power of mystery. One of the most underrated qualities that makes someone unforgettable is mystery. But it's not about playing games or being elusive for the sake of it. It's about having a life that's so full, so rich, that you don't need to constantly explain yourself or be transparent about every little detail. When you're always available, always predictable, you lose that sense of intrigue. But when you invest in your own journey, keep some things to yourself, like your goals, your plans, and your personal growth, you become someone with depth and substance. This isn't about being closed off or secretive. It's about choosing what to share and when to share it, creating an aura of mystery around you. People naturally become curious about your life, your thoughts, and your next move. That curiosity is powerful because it makes you unforgettable. They'll start realizing there's so much more to you than they ever knew. And that, my friend, is what makes someone regret losing you, because they can't help but wonder what they missed out on. Step 6. Cultivate emotional independence. Emotional independence is one of the most powerful ways to make someone regret losing you. It means you no longer rely on others for your sense of self-worth, validation, or happiness. You become comfortable with who you are, which is incredibly magnetic. People who are emotionally dependent often give too much of themselves in relationships, sacrificing their well-being for others. But when you're emotionally independent, you're no longer that person. You don't drop everything for others. Instead, you show up as your best self, grounded in your own sense of identity. Being emotionally independent doesn't mean you shut yourself off from others. It means you have boundaries, you nurture yourself, and you know your own worth. You don't need others to complete you. And when you live like this, it's an energy that others can't replicate. You become someone who is stable, secure, and self-respecting. A person people can't easily replace. And that's exactly what makes someone regret walking away from you. They begin to see that the emotional strength and self-sufficiency you bring to the table is something they can't find anywhere else. Step 7. Rewrite your story. After a breakup, it's easy to fall into the trap of overthinking, replaying every conversation, and wishing you could go back and change things. But here's the truth. The past is already written. You can't change it. What you can change is your future. This is your story, and you are the one holding the pen. The journey you're on now is about creating something greater than what's been lost. Use the pain of the breakup as fuel to propel yourself forward into a new chapter, one that's full of purpose, fulfillment, and growth. Take action, face your fears, and invest in yourself. What kind of man do you want to be? Do you want to stay stuck in the past, or do you want to rise above it? When you begin to live a life of intention and purpose, you become someone who can't be ignored. This journey isn't about making her regret losing you. It's about reclaiming control over your narrative and living a life that speaks for itself. The truth is, what will make her regret losing you isn't a manipulative trick or a calculated game. It's about becoming the kind of person who is too valuable to be replaced. When you focus on creating a life full of growth, purpose, and self-respect, you'll naturally become someone she looks back on and realizes she let go of something irreplaceable. This journey isn't about her, it's about you. When you stop chasing and start living for yourself, you become someone unforgettable, and that's the kind of transformation no one ever forgets.